Unsung Heroes. My name is Mike Mercadal. I host an in-studio podcast called Zeros on Heroes, where I interview people about their heroes, but this is Unsung Heroes, where you guys get to be the heroes. Guys, Unsung Heroes family dinner. We're having family style. It is a small but mighty crowd, and we're gonna have a gather around the table. You know, we're gonna just have a conversation. First, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been listening to the Zeros on Heroes New York Comic Con episodes. That coverage has been a lot of fun, and I just dropped everyone go see Prospect. Prospect is one of the best movies I've seen in a minute, and it's independent. And when you listen to the episode, you hear the guys talk about how it was like a DIY project, and they built it out of like nothing. And it's got Pedro Pascal in it, and it's intense. And there's like mining. It's like it feels like I said it in the episode, but it feels like what I hoped the Star Wars anthology movies would be, like where they just tell a little story in this like bigger world. It feels dope. It's super cool. It's very like visceral, like. The world, where the planet they're on is literally toxic. So it's like trying to kill them and all that stuff. They're in hell. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. But that's not what this show's about. This show's about families. Guys, it's November. We're going to have to start dealing with family dinners, getting around our families and negotiating. Some people have nice families. My family's not that bad unless you mention Jesus. And then forget about it. Who knows what the conversation is. Look, it's a fair mix. It's a fair mix of pro versus, but as long as there's dominoes, everybody's fine. Like we got something to focus on. Everybody's throwing dominoes down. They're mad about the dominoes and not about Jesus. That's all we can hope for. We're also going to talk about our favorite TV families and your favorite movie families. And then if you got a story about a family dinner that went horribly wrong or horribly right, you could tell that as well. What do you say we get our first dinner guest in for the evening? Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Shane Gale. What surprise. What's up, buddy?
Oh, my God.
We are family. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm
you
great.
got which is your favorite, Thanksgiving or Christmas?
My favorite Thanksgiving or Christmas. The one Christmas, I got a Sega Genesis,
Ooh.
and then my cousin also got an N64, and we lived together. So we both basically had two gaming systems, which was like, yeah.
That's like the jackpot.
Yeah, we hit the
was
jackpot.
family dinner a thing that you guys did when you gathered everybody together? Was it for Thanksgiving?
It was a big deal. It was family dinner was a big deal. I mean, when you have a big family, you know, when all the men in your family have so many illegitimate children, every dinner is a family dinner, you know.
It's like a surprise family dinner. The ECW chant got you.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Has that happened? Did that happen where surprise children were there?
Well, just like someone's like a grandma's explaining to you why someone's your cousin and you should care about them now. Like what?
I've been guest at a friend's family dinner where someone brought their new girlfriend and their ex-wife was also there.
Oh.
And it was real fun to watch. The tension was palpable.
There's always excitement. Like I've had dinners. Now the dinners are a little more strained. Like I don't know. The last two girls I've dated have been white, and my family's weird. Like it's fun watching my like really conservative, very traditional Jamaican family pretend that they're really woke and they don't care that I'm dating a white person.
Right.
It's not even that they're racist, it's that they just have weird questions like, so what kind of shows does she watch? Like I don't know.
Friends.
Yes.
Seinfeld.
Love Seinfeld.
She loves How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever no.
He said, whoa.
Woof.
Oh, whoa.
Do you have a favorite TV family?
Favorite TV family?
TV family or movie? Like, did you ever watch TV and be like, I wish I was part of their family? Which white family did you want to join?
Yeah, exactly. It's like it would have to be a family where like the dad like only had kids from his wife. I don't know what show is that. Like all of them, probably. Probably
Well,
all
the
of them.
old school, you go Brady Bunch. That was like what do they call that? Blended family. That's what it is.
Blended family. They do call it. That's hashtagged on like Instagram and shit. And like there's a couple like families, I guess like celebrity families who do that. Like there's this rapper, Swizz Beatz, producer rapper, who's married to Alicia Keys, who like he goes on vacation with his ex-wife and Alicia Keys. And that's really weird.
Wait, that's not what I meant by blended. I meant that they have stepkids. Each family has kids.
Everyone's got stepkids. I don't know. Like
so wait, they go on vacation together?
Yeah. And like he gets his ex.
Everybody knows this apparently but me. I don't follow Swizz Beatz' Instagram.
Lunch together.
Well, I guess that's positive. I mean, my mom and my stepmom are friendly. You know, like they're not enemies. I don't know if they would ever go on vacation together.
Weird. Like my parents grew up together. Like my mom and dad have known each other since they were like 5 years old. But they haven't been together since like the 80s. And like my mom and my dad's sister are like very close friends. Once every other month, my aunt will be like, you know, my brother's single again. And my mom's just like, I would never in a million years would I ever date your dad.
Wait, so your sister's, who's saying that to her?
My dad's sister, who's my mom's friend.
Right, so she's like, give it a shot.
Where she's trying to appeal to some kind of familiarity. And my mom's just like, I fucked him in 1987. I don't still have feelings for this guy. Like, I'm over it. Like,
better the devil you know, right?
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Also, my mom did like overshare with me and tell me a story about how like, because I guess I don't know how it came up. Like you break up with someone and you still hook up with them.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, yeah, me and your dad were still fucking years after we weren't together anymore.
She said fucking?
She didn't say that word, but it was just like she said talking to, which is black for fucking. You know, it's like, yeah, she was like, you know, because you got to worry about like diseases and, you know, the guy's bad at it. We're like, diseases, I understand. Yeah, my dad doesn't have like weird crabs, but like, you don't got to tell me my dad knows how to make you come. You know?
Yeah,
I didn't need to know that.
Yeah. We're close, but not that close. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We wasn't ready for that.
I get mad when my friends start talking too much. Where like, I'm just like, easy, buddy. I don't need to hear the details.
Yeah, it's strange, but yeah, a blended family. Family that I would want, if we get on topic, family that I would want to be. As a kid, I probably thought like the fucking the family from Family Matters was cool, but looking back,
the Winslows.
But looking back, they wasn't that cool. They wasn't that cool. They were so mean to this very obviously autistic child. They were not that cool.
And at one point, the youngest daughter just disappeared upstairs and never came back, and no one went looking for her.
Where's our 12-year-old daughter in the south side of Chicago in the 80s? Like...
Do you have any particular favorite family food, like family dinner food? Like if this is not served at the dinner, it's ruined.
All right, so I sound real like a real Bay Ridge Italian when I say this. My mom is the best cook in the family. We're like, she stopped being participant in like cooking, and like the whole family hates her now because she doesn't cook for Thanksgiving anymore or Christmas. Yeah, my mom's the shit. Just anything she makes is great.
Well, this is nice to hear. I feel like this is Mom's Super Bowl. Like this is where they compete, where they like if someone like, because people bring stuff, but then there's like a competition of, oh, did you like the potatoes? Because those are mine. You know, they claim a food.
I dated this girl, and like it was a long time before she met my mom, and at first I felt like she was upset because I didn't introduce her soon enough. But then we talked about it, and I realized she was just mad that like I had talked to my mom's jerk chicken and she hadn't had it yet.
Yeah.
She was just mad that she hadn't had it.
That is frustrating. Stop talking about food I can't eat.
Yeah, she didn't care about relationship milestones. She was just like, you keep saying this bitch can cook, and I haven't had any proof.
Shay, thank you so much for being here. Is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
This will probably be out before I do it. Broken Ankles podcast. I record. It's a basketball podcast. I put it out every weekend. It's on iTunes. Check that out. Narcissist Shane on Twitter. I'm the center of the universe. Oh, and November 20th, I'm doing a show at the UCB Theater.
Nice.
November 20th, Tuesday. Come see that. Yeah, do weird improv stuff sometimes.
You're doing an improv show.
It's an improv show.
How dare you? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Shane Gale. Coming up next, our next dinner guest, AJ Thompson. We got some audience members. If you want to be on the show, Come up and grab a Adam. Get paper for everybody. We'll bring you all up.
And then bring
We're talking about family dinner. That's all it is. That's all we're talking about. AJ, what you got for me?
What do you got for me? Got another Jamaican up here. It's 2 Jamaicans on the stage right now.
What is it? Is yeah.
What about jerk chicken? I know you was about to ask.
Air horn. What is that? What?
Wheel up! Wheel up!
All right.
What? Wow. Okay, the rest of your segment is just people shouting Jamaicanisms out from the crowd.
Top my shit tonight.
Selector.
What is your? I want to join in, but I also don't want to be offensive. Like I don't want to say.
It's all right.
I feel like I'm just gonna end up like Dave Chappelle at the end of Half Baked, where he's like,
you can't offend Jamaicans. Like even if they hate you because you say something, but they was gonna hate you anyway.
Yeah,
so
they hate you because you exist. That's honestly.
What is your? Do you prefer Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner?
I guess honestly, my mom makes the same dinner for both, and they're both delicious. So
is that the biggest sell? Like you eat turkey both nights. You eat
See, this is the thing. Jamaicans never got into turkey. I don't know if your family, but we just do like a what do you call it? Cornish hen. That's kind of
Cornish hen.
Yeah, Cornish hen. That's how my family does it. I don't know.
Like a small bird.
Yeah, it's just a chicken. Because turkey is dry. We don't fuck with dry food. That's white people
food.
shit. Yeah,
very dry.
Wait, so they just make the one little?
Yeah, one little one. Because my mom will make a Cornish hen, a big old piece of ham, and a bunch of other shit.
Oh, the ham. Yeah, there you go.
Like a baked macaroni. And cheese is a whole sort of thing. And that's the first dinner for the evening. And then you got to go over to the secret family's house and have that. Because Jamaicans, again.
That was a thing when I had the first serious girlfriend I had, like back when I was younger. And they had, you had to do your family dinner and then go to her family's house. And then you had to still pretend to be like hungry. And you had to eat.
So I don't know. My sister's mom added me on Instagram. I was like, why are you adding me? We don't know each other like that. Excuse me. Like, who are you? I've known you, but I don't know you. Like, we haven't had more than 10 sentences towards each other.
Is this a Swizz Beatz situation?
Yeah, she's cool with my dad, but I don't think my mom has had more than 15 sentences with her. I don't know. Swizz Beatz though, he do hang out with his ex-wife and his current wife, Alicia Keys. Mashonda was his own, but because they got kids, so they all
I think
they're
that's
nice
fine
together for the kids.
Well, who's the other one? Who's his
Mashonda?
LaShonda?
Mashonda.
I don't know who that is.
She's not worth knowing.
Should I know who that is?
No, you shouldn't.
Not anymore.
No, you shouldn't. I shouldn't. I don't know why.
We all do though. We all.
Let's not fool anybody here. There are lines of cultural knowledge. I'm
she
less
wasn't
aware.
like that popping when we was kids, but she had like a couple of songs here and there.
I do love Alicia Keys, man. I love her so
Alicia
much.
was great. I'm still jealous of him to this day. But hey, but we saw my family, right? But yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I do
you
have to
gotta do
ask.
There's like 6 Jamaican dinners happening in one night. You gotta hit up all of them.
What is your favorite TV or movie family? I'll ask you movies too.
I don't know. I guess. They were mean.
Because there was a limited number of black families to identify with.
I'm gonna say this and not. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody.
Too many qualifiers. Just say it.
Yeah,
I know.
Everybody's bracing
The
for him.
Huxtables were a really great family. Bill sucks. Bill sucks. But they were a very nice family. The rest of them were great.
They were. Look, I would have joined the Huxtables. They were rich. They were rich. A doctor and a lawyer. Come on.
They used
owned
to
the
do
brownstone in Brooklyn.
You know, like they used to do fun. Remember the time they made Theo pretend like he was renting a room and. You remember, like, they made him live like an adult because he was like, I'm going to be an adult and fuck going to college. I was like, this is great. This is a fun time. Cockroach was over there being his, like, attorney. You know Cockroach?
Yes, Cockroach.
Man. My man from Martin.
That's one of my favorite, tropes in TV when, like, the oldest child goes off to live, but they're like in Growing Pains when Kirk Cameron goes to live on the above the garage. I wanted a fucking garage. I wanted that so bad to live above a garage.
What was Boner's real name?
Boner's real name.
I know you know it.
I do know it. The actor?
It was Andrew, yeah.
The actor?
Chekhov, because he was Chekhov from Star Wars as a kid.
I don't know what that is
Oh,
about. But
shit.
Star Trek. I know his real name on the show.
He be known.
I've said it before. His real name.
Boner's dead?
Yeah, Boner died.
Holy shit, who killed
Rest in
Boner?
peace, my nigga Boner.
My nigga Boner.
I'll tell you his real name on the show. His nickname was Boner, and his name was Sylvester Stallone.
Yes.
His name was Sylvester Stallone, and they called him Boner.
Because I
That's a
remember
porn name.
Yeah, it's
It
totally
is.
a porn name.
But I know the little, I like the Seavers too. They was pretty fun. But I know the youngest daughter. Chrissy? Was it Chrissy? No, Chrissy's the older daughter, right?
I don't remember.
The
Tracy
youngest daughter,
Gold.
she plays Dungeons and Dragons. I like her too.
Oh yeah, Ashley Johnson. She's
Ashley
on that show,
Johnson, yeah.
Critical
Word.
Role, and she's on Blind Spot or whatever.
I am a
But
nerd.
yeah. She's. Do you have? What about movies?
Movies?
I said it before we started recording, but my favorite movie family is
What,
the
is it Griswolds?
Skywalkers. No, the Skywalkers.
they're the
Luke
worst.
Skywalker. Yeah.
They're
Go full Darth
incestuous.
Vader.
First of all, they're incestuous. Second of all, they're very violent.
Yes.
Uh,
the Lannisters. Are we talking? We
I
can
don't
go
like
Game of Thrones.
Well, I have never
Lannisters like
watched.
to fuck.
I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I don't know.
You've never watched Game of Thrones.
I have not,
Shane got
and
mad.
I
Oh
know
shit.
so much about it.
Yo,
Because all y'all can't not tell spoilers. That's how y'all exist in the
the
world.
Lannisters are Jamaican as fuck, man.
I have never seen nobody fuck their sister in my house.
They don't have. You don't have to know it's your sister.
I've never seen anybody pay a debt in my home.
Ladies and
I'll tell you
gentlemen, I
that.
present the Skywalker defense.
Whoa. For real though?
Yeah. For real.
A cousin.
All right. Yeah, I've seen that. We've all seen
Guys,
that.
I don't know if you're helping or hurting the Jamaican people in this conversation.
We
I was
like to
gonna
do whatever
start
we
doing
do.
the Jamaican independence song, and I realized I don't know it.
Don't nobody know that.
Wait, that's the Jamaican national
No,
anthem
no.
now.
That's this is only for Devin.
Yeah. Give
Devin's
me-
not even Jamaican. He
What's
just
the
has
actual-
knows
He
a lot
knows,
of
he
Jamaicans.
knows.
What's the
It's
actual
like,
name of
I
that
don't know,
song?
It's like God Save the Queen or some shit, man.
What's the
It's
actual name
British
of
as
that
fuck.
song?
I don't remember. What's it called?
That's the name of that song that everybody knows, but no one knows the name of.
I don't even
See?
know that.
Does anybody know the name of that song?
What song?
Hit him with the no.
Oh, Heads High.
Heads High?
Mr. Vegas.
But
Heads
I need
High.
the herbs come
I didn't know that's
around.
what you was asking for. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember so many songs. Mother's like, what the fuck are they saying? I'm like, all right, let me explain this to you.
What would you like to promote before you go, AJ?
Just follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AJ the Humorist. And come through to the Creek and the Cave, Long Island
The
City.
Creek in the Cave in Long Island City, Queens. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for AJ Thompson.
Just make up my know you're not blow. It's
The Jamaican. Everybody stand up for the Jamaican national anthem. Adam, who's next?
Just make up my
Give me one. Hand me one. Adam, Suzanne is picking the names, everybody. Just hand me whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Adam Suzanne. You monster.
Sometimes people will be late. Go right up.
That's wild.
What's
I did not
Adam?
know.
Look, there was no rule against it.
I saw my name and I'm like, you know what? I want to be on with AJ.
Oh,
You goddamn right. My
we
man.
We can
Adam,
talk,
tell me about.
and everybody else too.
Do you prefer what
We
is
family now.
What is Hanukkah dinner? Like
Latkes, baby.
Latkes,
They're-
yeah, of
They're
course.
fucking
Chinese
potato
food.
pancakes are so good. That's Christmas. That's Jews on Christmas.
Ah,
Is
that's- you're right, you're right.
They wait 3 hours for a movie. You get online early so you can get good seats. I would go by myself because I would use it as an excuse just to buy popcorn on the line.
What is
and
that?
refill it when I got in the theater, and then refill before I left.
Hey, you get all that popcorn you can get, baby.
Stop being so self-deprecating.
What is do you have what's your favorite holiday? Thanksgiving? Do you do Christmas
Purim.
also? Does your family do Christmas?
No, we're all Jews.
Full
There's
Jews?
like so little Gentilism in,
like
in
Purim.
the Suzanne clan. We ain't nothing to fuck with. Let me tell you. But we are very Jewish.
Do you have like a
Kugel, noodles like noodle.
Kugel?
It's like
Oh,
noodle.
man.
It's kind of like a noodle pudding kind of thing.
Yeah.
it's really good.
It's like a little
It's
pie.
true.
It's the my grandma Shirley, rest in peace. That was her specialty, and she made some good ass kugel. Savory kugel, sweet. Not with the raisins. Don't fuck it up with raisins. Don't put,
Motherfuckers be putting raisins and shit that don't
I know
need
that's
raisins.
why they should not do that shit.
Raisins is for a children's snack.
They're
else.
gentrifying the kugel. Stop trying to get fancy with it. Fuck you.
I saw
Don't fuck my
motherfuckers
kugel.
putting that shit.
Don't
What they
fuck
call
my
it?
kugel
Ants
up.
on a log. I said y'all gone too far. That's ruining snacks with celery.
Peanut butter only.
What was it? So, what is your Thanksgiving dinner?
It's just a lot of kugel.
It's just a lot of kugel.
I'm not a big turkey guy. People are like, why? Like, I'll put a little dry. I'll put a little turkey on my plate just so people won't bother me.
Turkey, you drown your turkey in gravy and cranberry sauce, and you deal with it. You know what I mean? Like you muscle through.
I will
Why
eat
am
all
I
the
muscling through the most
eat
delicious
all the
dinner
kugel.
of my night?
I don't. Yeah, muscle. Yeah, and also I'm a dessert heavy. Like I'll be like, it's good. I'm trying. But then when dessert comes, I forget everything.
What's your favorite pie?
Oh, that's a good question. Great question.
Yeah.
I want to say poontang, but
No.
I did that. I'm sorry.
Remember?
That was on
Do you
me.
remember when The Rock on SmackDown was like, he had a bunch of pies? Here comes my favorite pie, poontang pie, and you had to ask.
It was an actual pie. I
and you had
remember.
to ask your dad what poontang pie was, and he's like, "Oh my god."
I was saying that shit around the house for days.
Yeah.
My parents didn't know what the fuck
man.
I was
It was-
talking about.
God, I learned so much
The
horrible shit
immigrants,
from
they
my-
was like,
I like you know what I really I like ice cream cake.
Ooh.
ice cream cake. Okay.
Yeah. Throw us a curveball
Because
with
there's
that.
my aunt's
What's
birthday
your
is always
favorite
around
pie?
Thanksgiving, so they'll get a
Ice cream cake.
an ice cream cake.
What's
for
your
it.
favorite pie? He named two separate desserts smashed together.
chocolate pie? I like
Anything
babka.
but pie.
I like chocolate pie.
Ooh, babka's good. I gotta get more Jewish friends. Adam, you gotta invite me to fucking Jewish
Process is
dinner.
amazing. I'm just throwing that out
Yeah.
there.
Why don't we? I was gonna. We'll have the
Passover.
Suzanimal Seder.
Can we do this? Yes.
Can we do it?
I want to go to a fucking Seder. I haven't been to a Seder in
Man, what?
15 years,
I'm
man.
the only one in my family who could like read or speak Hebrew. So usually the youngest person does the 4 questions.
Okay.
So I had to lead a Seder and do the 4 questions. It was the worst.
You were
It was like me most of the time, which is as an only child I do anyway, which is talk to
I
myself.
would watch you do a one-man show of this, where you just do the whole thing to yourself, and in between you're like
you got
narrating
some people
your thoughts.
they pass around, like I say, everyone read a paragraph and then go to the next person. I'm doing the whole thing. If I'm doing both of those parts, this is gonna be my one-man show.
I like
Fuck
rhubarb, by the way.
Oh, rhubarb pie.
that's
That's
good.
pie.
Tastes like Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, pie has become my
Pop-Tarts are the shit too.
Yeah. Pie, that's my role in the family now. Like I cook a lot, so and I like that's how I learned how to cook. I would help my mom, like on Thanksgiving and all that shit. So I cook pretty regularly now, but when it comes to Thanksgiving and the holidays, I do pie. I do blueberry pie and pumpkin pie, and I make all the shit, and I do it all myself, and
Gotta try
lattice
sweet
crusts
potato,
and
baby.
stuff. Sweet potato's on the list. Sweet
Get
potato
to
pie
it.
is on the list of
Hell yeah.
for me to make, but I gotta
It's a good time.
go home for Thanksgiving.
I
Otherwise, I just buy
like
pie.
whipped cream pie too.
Just straight up
Yeah.
a pie crust.
This wild and crazy
Yeah,
kid
exactly.
over
Yeah,
here.
double dare pie.
Yeah.
Although, no, I have on occasion bought a pie crust for me. Like you
just cook it up?
I would crumble. Like, oh my! It's the best part of the pie.
Yes.
So
Ooh, you know what's on the list for me?
shame.
I like
shame
the
on
pie
you.
part of the pie.
What's on the list for me? Pumpkin cheesecake with graham
Any
cracker
cheese-
crust.
oh,
That's a good one.
Cheesecake.
That's a
You know what I
solid.
had a
crushed
couple?
graham cracker.
Yeah.
Sometimes they make Oreo cheesecake,
Yeah.
which
I've
should
done that
be
before.
a great like a controlled substance. It's that it like
Yeah.
you.
I remember I only watched the movie Waitress because at the first scene it was just like them making pie, and I'm like, well, I'm
man.
invested now.
Yeah, now it just
Yeah.
made you hungry for
No,
pie.
I'm in.
Do they sell pie after the show?
I'm
Because they
gonna
would
find
probably-
some fucking pie.
Honestly, because I'm gonna make a pie this weekend. I'm just like, damn, I should have made it tonight. This is bullshit.
Yeah, well, you know what it is
Talk too
now?
much
Everybody
about
listening
pie.
to this is like, stop talking about food I can't eat, you know?
Yeah.
What is your favorite TV or movie family?
Well, someone mentioned the Winslows, and my favorite half hour besides Super Slopomania, which was Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan on Super Sloppy Double Dare. My favorite
Was
episode
the
of
one
television.
with Vader.
That's up there.
Okay.
But
That's
my
up
favorite.
there, okay.
That's a great call. But my favorite
Yeah.
is actually when the Winslows went. Well, Carl versus Urkel on American Gladiators.
Oh,
shit.
yes.
It's my favorite.
I remember that one.
Uh,
yeah.
It was so. Oh my god! And Urkel gets caught in the cargo net on the in the eliminator the last round, and Mike Hanley goes, "How many people? How many times does that happen a season?" And Larry Zonka goes, "About 10."
Yeah.
Like Larry Zonka had one time in his life to be funny, and he fucking killed it. Larry Zonka, Miami
Larry
Dolphins,
Zonka, undefeated season, 1972 Miami Dolphins.
Oh
baby.
man!
Wow.
Don Shula's grill.
Look at y'all over here bonding over the undefeated Dolphins.
Yeah. I
They were
was
good
not
on
even
Madden
alive.
96.
What would you like to promote before you go?
I have a podcast about Degrassi called Started from Degrassi. Now we're here. We're editing. We're learning how to edit it. I also have the. It's a work in progress. I have limited motor skills, and I'm very proud of my Instagram right now.
Guys, if you are not following Adam Suzanne right now, you're missing out on like an acid trip of enjoyment in his,
I wake up at
his creative art.
3 a.m, and I just see what gifts are popular, and I just make fun collages with them. And
Don't explain it any more than that. Just go. Leave some mystery. Go to at Adam Suzanne and just leave him wanting more. Yeah. Go to Suzanne. We'll follow him and watch his stories.
ADAMSUZ as in zebra, A N as in Nancy. It's the only thing I've ever been proud of my entire life, and it's really fucking. I
believe him.
It's so good,
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of
It's the
applause
best
for
thing I've ever
Adam
had.
Suzanne. Yeah, Adam Suzanne. Guess what? Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Andrea. It's actually the name I pulled. Andrea. Again, show some respect for the Jamaican national anthem, please. Please, guys. Please rise, remove your hats, give it a good whine. Should get those hips moving. Here we go. Someone did a joke in the mic before. I'm talking to Shane, who runs the Free Murder Mic here at 6 p.m. Thursdays at the Creek in the Cave in Long Island City. Someone was talking about going to black clubs, and I have been to soca clubs in Miami. And I was wowed by it, and it was quite the experience. I'll tell you that. And it was the first time in my life I'd been called white boy as my name. Like I was white boy to everybody there, and it was fucking awesome. And everyone should go to a soca club. And
what is the soca club?
Soca
Pardon
music.
my whiteness.
Oh, soca music it's Trini music, right? It's
okay.
Trini, but it's a lot happier than Woodless. It's a lot happier, and the way you dance is you just grind
It's
your
like dance
genitals
hall
together.
kind of stuff.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah. But that club was very fun. I'm sorry, Andrea. We've gotten off topic here.
We would play a lot of that soca music at Jewish summer camp.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I think he's joking. Okay. Andrea, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. What is, do you prefer Thanksgiving or Christmas? Family dinner.
For family, I mean, we usually have the same thing. We all hate turkey because it's dry and blah, and then just a pain in the ass.
We're going to start a revolt against turkey.
Yeah, so in my family, for both Thanksgiving and Christmas, we do lasagna.
Lasagna?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know
Garfield.
why, but like we all love it, and it's just great.
That really is.
The OD on lasagna?
That's you should.
Garfield Odie.
Yeah. Wow, Adam. I'm gonna turn your mic off. Jesus. Again, this is one of those times I wish this was a video podcast. What?
All right. Well, I was gonna share my favorite like Christmas like dinner story.
Oh, please do.
So like. I am half white, but I'm also half like Chilean, white, whatever. For Christmas one year, and I was
I'm
like
half
13.
one type of white, and I'm also half the other type of white. Yeah,
Spicy white.
yeah,
Yes.
spice white,
like seafood white.
seafood. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So one year we were in Chile for Christmas visiting family, and my mom and aunt were so proud of themselves because they were like, we got this beach house for Christmas, and we got a really good deal. And it turned out the reason we got the good deal is because it was scheduled to be like fumigated for ants the next week. So it was covered. Everything was covered in ants. Everything we ate, like either we had to eat on the spot or just put it back in the fridge.
Was it like you like the second you put something down, like there would just be like ants swarming.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Was it like cool ants or the mean fire anty kind of like asshole ants, or just chill ants that are just ugly looking?
Chill ants, but like you still don't really want them there. Yeah.
How? Not to me. I'm just imagining like a zombie swarm of ants just like over everything. Like when you go to bed, it just like eats you up like a blob.
Well, the thing is, like we were so afraid of going to sleep, we stayed up until like 3 a.m. playing cards. Just be like sitting on the edge of our chairs, like not wanting to touch anything but our cards and the table.
What game were you playing?
Crazy Eights.
Oh wow!
And after a while, we all just like ended up passing out.
Yeah. It's a good ant game, yeah. But you just like that. That's
we all
fascinating.
just gave up.
I always love the idea of someone in the family getting a good deal, and then it's like you realize, like,
the catch.
Look, someone died here last week. That's not focused on the chalk outline.
My friend Joey Numbers helped me out.
Yeah. So like, someone's gonna come pick up a package at some point during Christmas dinner, and then everything's fine. Like we're just was this in Chile or was this?
Yes, that's in Chile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was everybody okay? Was everybody survive?
Okay. My dad was really afraid that because like my brother was like a baby, he said he was afraid that he was going to wake up to like my brother just covered and like swarmed in ants.
Well, see, now I'm just picturing the ants carrying away your little brother,
exactly,
like picnic style. You know,
there was that movie, The Ant Bully.
Oh, where the kid turns small. Like
yeah.
Yep. And you're not wrong that movie exists.
Are you related to Rick Moranis in any way? Because that would have been another bad scene.
That's the one ant I actually felt sympathy for in my life.
I will say this during the screen, the first time I saw Ant-Man, when they take out Anthony. Do you remember?
There's a character named Anthony.
You know what I'm talking about. There was a moment where they shoot a bullet, and the bullet only hits the ant that Ant-Man is riding on, and everyone in the theater went like, like had a genuine like moment of loss.
Was there another character named Antoine?
There is an Antoine in yes. There's an Antonia. He names them all pun names because he's Paul Rudd and he's charming as fuck. Yeah.
Oh, I should have seen that.
What is your favorite TV or movie?
I was thinking about that, and I couldn't decide between these two shows, and I realized both of them have Jessica Walter in it.
Oh, okay.
Dinosaurs and Arrested Development.
Arrested Development.
Yes.
Yeah. That is genuinely.
I think I would want to be in the Dinosaurs family because dinosaurs. And
dinosaurs, of course.
And but I enjoy watching Arrested Development. I would never want to be in that trash fire of a family.
There's certain shows that it's hard for me to watch. Like I never got into Everybody Loves Raymond because the whole time I was watching it. No, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was the biggest show on television for a while, and everybody was watching it, and everyone was talking.
Big Bang Theory.
It's smart.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory is huge. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it was popular.
Yes.
And I would watch that show because my mom loved it, and then I would sit and I'd watch it, and I'm like, everyone's just an asshole. It's the classic in the sitcom. Like, why don't they just like say fuck you and leave? You know, like get the fuck out of here.
Just move.
Yeah, move. But I like Arrested Development is like that for me, where it's like so cringy that I have to pause it and like shake it off and then like get back into it again. The Office does that to me too. There's moments in The Office where I got to be like, no, hold on. Like when Phyllis gets married or something. There's that episode where Phyllis gets married where I literally have to skip it and I can't watch it. Do you know what I'm talking about? I love you guys. Are your names in? Are you coming up? Someone put your name in.
They didn't want to do it.
Any interaction between Michael
like
and
likable
Phyllis
to ask them, they'll do it. I was like,
to watch.
It creeped them out. I'm sorry, guys. You guys are cool.
But yeah, the Michael Phyllis stuff is always
Michael
super cringy.
Phyllis is just really bad.
What was the
when he tries to stop the wedding? That's good. Okay.
Jessica Walter plays the mom on
Yes, she does.
She plays the mama.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah. She's been around for she's like
she's
on
been
everything.
in it.
Yeah. What is your classic go-to when you cook? Do you have anything that you bring to the table?
I'm like an assistant. Like tell me to chop stuff, tell me to peel something.
You're the sous chef of your family.
Yes. But my favorite dish, which is both like a dish and a dessert, basically the way I prepare it is sweet potato casserole.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, because I load it up with butter and sugar and cinnamon and marshmallows.
You do the marshmallows on top, and then you broil it, and it gets crunchy on top.
Yeah.
How many marshmallow bags do you buy?
Probably one bag of like Jet Puffs, like the big ones.
ones.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You don't just buy a bag, eat them, and say, fuck, I forgot to make the sweet potato pie. Which I have totally never done.
I remember I went to a holiday dinner. I can't remember if it was Christmas or Thanksgiving. Someone brought this sweet potato thing with the mini marshmallows on top, and we were all like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Fuck
out of here.
As a bit of a math nerd, you'd figure that the large amount of smaller marshmallows would be more surface area, and you could really savor it a little bit more.
You think.
From a mathematical perspective.
You would think. But some traditions are sacred, Adam. You do not fuck with the marshmallow sizes on sweet potato casseroles.
There's too much marshmallow like skin surface area when you have like the smaller ones. You want the inside part, so you have more inside marshmallowy gooiness.
Fair enough. I'm with you on that.
Yes.
Shalom. What?
We're gonna go to Kansas Deli, get some sweet potato pie. These marshmallows are too small.
Trey, what would you like to promote before you go?
It's just the Creek in the Cave.
The Creek in the Cave in Long Island City, Queens. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Andrea.
It's Andrea.
Excuse me. Yeah, right. You get out of here. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Phil from Chico. Phil from Chico. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
This is your first time here.
This is my first time on the show, yes.
This is the first time we met. I've heard your name, though. I know of you. Huh? You're a comedian, right?
Yes. Yes, I am.
How the fuck did anybody else take it that way? We're all comedians in here. What the fuck are you I've never been on a show with you or anything, but I know you're a comedian.
No, I am a comedian.
Are you some sort of person I should be booting out of here?
No, I don't think so. Have I fucked up here recently, AJ?
No, I don't.
No, I'm good. All right, as far as I know, I'm good.
At this point, you just gotta like react knee jerk. You can't. You like someone comments, and you just gotta be like, "Well, find out. We'll talk."
No, I have no idea what I've done or what I do or what I've did. So we'll find out together. AJ knows more about what I've done than I do. I come to the Creek in the Cave to get fucked up. I have no idea what I do when I get here.
The Creek in the Cave in Long Island City, Queens.
Creek in the
Get
Cave.
fucked up here Thursdays at 8 p.m.
That's right.
Phil, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
What would you like to talk about first? We could talk about. Do you want to talk about do you prefer Thanksgiving? Thank you.
There it is.
Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Christmas
for dinner. Which would like the Christmas?
Well, because I have a big family, so Thanksgiving when I'm lucky enough to be home.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and Christmas are comparable. I travel around a lot. I have this big family, so I'll go here for Christmas dinner. I'll go there for Christmas dinner. I have like 3 Christmas dinners, 3 Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
Christmas dinner is the only one I get presents at. So Christmas dinner is the one I prefer.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, you get
the food's the same.
You eat and there's a sweater at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A nice sweater.
Do you have so talk about like doing comedy and being a comedian. What's your favorite time that you've had to do like an orphan's Thanksgiving where you just had a holiday dinner with whoever was around?
Man, shit. I think the first Christmas I spent in New York City, I think it was 2014, and I did mushrooms.
Classic Christmas thing.
With a bunch of my
Jesus
friends.
He saw the reindeer flying. He saw.
I went to Brooklyn. I climbed trees. I was laying in a field at one point, like a baseball field. A helicopter flew overhead. We freaked out because we thought it was the cops, so we ran. We ended up in a bar. This fat Mexican dude like overdosed. I held his head and made sure he didn't choke on his tongue, and then the ambulance came and got him. I'm not sure how that night ended, but that was a fun Christmas.
Wow.
God bless us, everyone.
That was a good Christmas. I don't know if that was 2014 or 2015. I know I was wearing overalls.
when were overalls popular?
And I know I was hanging out with Ben Switzer and Ajay Raj. There were other people too. I just
don't remember who they were.
Dude, there was shrooms, whiskey, and weed, maybe a little coke. It was a good Christmas.
Is that the modern gold, frankincense, and myrrh that you brought to Jesus?
Yeah.
It's just shrooms, weed, and whiskey.
They were guided by a shining light in the sky. I think it was the police helicopter that flew over us in the
three wise men flew. Yeah.
Yep. And then that was fun. That was probably my favorite one so far.
That's it. Look, I mean, it's hard to top that. You know, it's like, what did you have for Christmas dinner? Mushrooms,
dude. Tons of mushrooms. I wore overalls. It was a good night.
It's good for you, buddy. Do you have a favorite TV or movie family that you would like to be a part of?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Ooh, good answer.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Uncle Phil. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wanted to be the Fresh Prince. I wanted to move in with my rich.
Again, they were rich. That was a big deal.
I wanted to move in with my rich uncle and aunt, and I was a troublemaker, so they said no.
They said you're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
No, my parents, they tried to push me on him, and they were like, you got to take this kid back, man. He keeps lighting shit on fire. This dude is crazy.
And then you're like, how come you don't want me?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
How come he don't want me, man?
Which Aunt Viv?
Oh, that's a good question. Which Aunt Viv? Which Aunt Viv?
Black Aunt Viv.
Yeah.
Black Aunt Viv. Dark skin Aunt Viv. Dark skin Aunt Viv. I like dark skin. Not to say anything is wrong. Not to say anything is wrong with light skin Aunt Viv. Light skin Aunt Viv was great. Dark skin Aunt Viv was woke before anybody knew what woke was. Dark skin Aunt Viv was the shit.
She was brutal afterward. Like,
oh, she was the best.
She was the real Aunt Viv.
Yeah, she was. That's probably the only thing that I could think of that I don't like about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when just some lady popped up. It's like, oh, that's Aunt Viv now. Like, I hate that shit.
Do you remember how they explained it? Because the baby was a grown little kid already. Like they just were like, just accept it. We got to move on. You know, like they literally were just like, this is the new Aunt Viv.
No,
this is the new kid.
Baby. They had the baby, and then the next season he aged like 3 years.
Yeah, he was like a 6-year-old. He's like a full kid.
But yeah, I loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air growing up. That was one of my favorite shows.
Did you have a show that you watched with your family? Like as a family?
As a family. No, not really.
First, I got to ask, do you like your family?
I love my family.
Okay. Yeah.
I love my family. I love everybody in my family.
Sometimes you ask questions and you never know like just a common question like, oh, what shows did you watch with your family? They're like, my family died or whatever.
You're interviewing comedians. So yeah. There's a lot of pitfalls and shit that you could step into. But no, I love my family. One show that we always watch together, the one that like springs to mind is CSI.
You guys would watch CSI?
For some, I don't know. Like that's the one that I remember. I remember watching 2.5 Men with my dad a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? That's the dad show?
I guess. I don't know what it was, but I remember
Dads
like Thursdays at like 9, CSI would be on CBS and we'd all watch that shit.
We're all going to watch the semen as a family. We're going to watch them find the semen and solve the murder.
Exactly. I learned a lot of shit from that show. I learned a lot of shit from that show. But
CBS
no, it was
is
fun.
the dad channel.
CBS is the dad
Very
channel.
much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very much.
That's a good way to put it. Phil, is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
The show I'm about to be on in 20 minutes upstairs.
The Creek Cave live here at the Creek of the Cave.
And just, Creek in the Cave in general, fucking Long Island City. I love this place. If you're listening, is this a podcast?
It comes out tomorrow.
I had no idea. I had a clue.
We're just talking into the void.
Creek in the Cave. That's it.
The Creek in the Cave. Round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
Phil
you,
from
everybody.
Chico.
I kill them with you know. Just make a boy know you're not blow.
Coming up next, this is the best. Yeah, you're going to see right there your co-host for the next guest, who is, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Devin Harris. Devin also showing respect for the Jamaican national anthem. I like that this is my family episode. That's my family song now.
Pay homage.
Yeah. Evan, welcome to the show.
What's going on, man?
You've had some. You've been watching the whole show.
I have.
Do you prefer Thanksgiving or Christmas? Right now, it's got to be. It's tied. I think.
I'm a Thanksgiving guy.
You're a Thanksgiving person. Do you get a chance to go home with your family and all that stuff? Are you from here?
I'm not. I'm from down south. I'm from South Carolina.
Okay,
Where
but
in
this
South
is
Carolina?
You said what?
Where?
Lancaster.
Oh man.
You know?
No, I have
Any
no
part
idea.
of South? What part of South Carolina do you know?
Columbia.
It's an hour from Columbia.
It's an hour from Columbia.
It's an hour from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
What is Southern Christmas Thanksgiving food? Like, what's a good? Like, is it classic or do you guys throw Southern shit?
This is why I can't abide you guys slandering turkey, man.
Oh
Thank
no!
He never asked me. Thank you.
We have a turkey defender. You guys are both turkey defenders.
How does your family?
turkey defenders.
Two turkey defenders.
Because this is what you do. You inject the turkey with so much Tony Catcheries that now it's a seasoning blend. It's a Cajun seasoning blend.
Yeah.
You inject it with until 50% of its body weight is now seasoning.
It's a balloon.
And then you deep fry it.
Oh, that is next level. That is next level.
You deep fry it.
Now, if you don't, not a lot of people know this, but I was a certified firefighter and paramedic in Miami, and we got so many people lighting themselves on fire with deep fryers.
It's dangerous.
It's extremely dangerous.
Yeah, and there was a guy that came into the ER one time that he put a frozen turkey and he's like, "Oh, just turn the heat up," and I was like, it literally exploded, and burnt the shit out of the guy.
You have to thaw that turkey well.
Yeah,
that's why your mom will fuck you up if you don't thaw your meat.
Yeah. You got to pull it out. Like there's. I saw commercials on TV as a kid that they would be like,
like the fucking
Thanksgiving. No. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Pull your turkeys out of the freezer now, or whatever.
Have you seen
I've seen it.
Have you seen the crazy ones that are like the turkey equivalent of the smoking ads, where like, because you know on the smoking ads, like that shit.
Wait,
that's the
what? Hold on.
My name is Devin.
Like there's
that shit. So
the
like
lady with the hole in her neck. Yeah.
I fucking talked through this thing.
They got the hole in the neck, right? How is the turkey? Wait, the turkey.
Because they have the guy putting the frozen turkey in the vat of oil, and then it fucking explodes, and it's like, don't do this or you'll fucking die.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, they do.
I have not seen that. I want to see that
commercials.
Now. Yeah. Holy shit! But it is true. Like that, there's one way to do it. I have a friend. This podcast is part of a podcast network called Geek Bro Net, which is started in Miami, and my friend Neri is one of the co-hosts of this podcast called What's Up Bro. His brother-in-law or someone does they roast a whole turkey Boy Scout style. Like they teach you how to do it with a trash can and bricks and shit. Yeah, you put it like on a campfire, and then you put a trash can over it.
Yep. Wow. Trash can turkey's delicious, bro.
You know what I'm talking about?
Why do white people have to make shit harder for themselves?
Well, if
you don't have to, nobody told you to cook in the trash can.
No, but it's apparently like smokes the turkey. Like it's just a whole smoked turkey.
That.
Yeah.
I
believe the smoke and the
it's
flavor
easier
gets
to get
in
a full smoker. That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I get it, and it's supposed to be really fucking good. My favorite is. We've done this a couple years in my family. It's a lot of work. Whenever I'm home, I help my mom do it. You debone the turkey so it's like open.
Spatchcock it.
What?
That's what you call that. You spatchcock it.
Spatchcock.
I am.
He just called you a country ass, and then you. Right. So you debone you get the carcass out of there, you get the bones out, and then we stuff it with ground beef, ground pork, and ground ham, and we stick olives and shit in it, and then you grab you get it and you hold it together and you sew it back up. And when you flip it over, it looks like the turkey, but that whole middle part is three kinds of meat. And it's
like
fucking
it's
like a bastard turducken.
Turducken, that's what I mean.
And fuck a turducken. This is so much better.
Ground beef, ground pork, and ground chicken,
and ground ham.
Ground ham.
Yeah.
I've never even heard the words ground ham before.
It's just ground.
What else do you use ground ham for?
I'm gonna say that's about it. I don't know. He sadly eats spoonfuls of it out of a thing. Yeah. I don't know, but
Panil in the turkey, Panil stuffed turkey.
Hey, sometimes that's a Cuban ass turkey. I'm Cuban, and that's all we eat is pork. Like your whole pig, roast a whole fucking pig.
So much pork.
Yeah. We do the whole.
I'm a black person from down south.
He's from the south.
I grew up eating pig feet.
Oh, what is the traditional like holiday food? Is that on there? The weird, like a weird one.
Chitlins.
Okay,
do you know what chitlins is?
I heard it a million times.
All right, so
I don't
like,
exactly
all right,
know what chitlins are.
so-
Is it gizzards and stuff?
No,
All right.
it's
It's intestines. It's intestines.
Oh, it's okay.
It's
okay.
intestines, and you have to clean it out. You have to clean it out, and it smells your whole house up.
Yeah, because that's
So-
where the poop is.
Yeah. So
I know what intestines are.
so this is how chitlin serving in a house works. Is that somebody else makes the chitlins at their house, and then they bring it to where everybody else is, because you can't cook that shit around other people.
if somebody's making chitlins at their house, don't go to that house.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
holiday
like
that is.
my uncle makes the chitlins and then he brings them to us.
It's like Andrea's good deal on a house. Oh, they cooked chitlins in here 2 days ago. We got a good deal on a vacation home. Bad news, it's the chitlin house. What is your favorite TV or movie family?
TV or movie family? Oh shit.
You can go Game of Thrones. There's tons of families there.
No. The Baxters from That's So Raven.
Wow.
Yeah, I know I'm exposing my age here.
Yeah, I'm struggling to remember anybody else on that show, but Raven.
They were very. It was a very progressive. They were pretty progressive.
They were.
They let 'em-
Because she could see into the future.
They. Now I wish this was a video podcast.
I gotta get that eye roll on tape.
Yeah, that was a good family, because when they weren't divorced, but the mom and dad, they like lived separately sometimes. Because
The mom went to study in England the last 2 seasons.
yeah, she did.
Independent mom.
Independent. They let the kids talk back a little bit, which you know that.
Jesus.
Phil, you have no idea. You have Adam Suzanne. He's
on a fucking roll. He's on a roll.
This is every episode. He's all over the place.
I appreciate that.
Wait, so you want to be? We wanted to join that family in some way?
That would have been cool. I wasn't part of a talk back family.
Oh, so you wanted to? There was no discussion.
I was no.
Okay, yeah.
Not until I was like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
But by then I was too much to keep me contained. But before that, I was not part of a talk back family.
I was not part of a talk back family either until they got to a point where my mom, like I am 6'4" and my brother's 6'5", and my mom is not. And and it got to the point where like she would get frustrated and she would like go to smack us and hurt herself more. So we had to like. I remember one time I blocked my mom. I'd been doing like martial arts and I just instinctively put my hand up to block my mom.
No, I have a story. My mother is 4'10", so
yes, okay.
when I was maybe 14 or 15, I'm not the biggest guy now, but I was even smaller back then. But my mother is 4'10" and like 110 pounds.
It's a low bar to beat. Yeah.
So one time this is like the only time that it sounds like I intimidated my mother. You know how you have a story about how you tried to fight your dad and he fucked you up?
Yes.
My mom decided one time that she was gonna
I've never done that, but yeah.
She said she was gonna like do something to me, and so she like jumped at me, like actually jumped, and I caught her in midair and put her on the couch.
You caught your mom.
Like, she was that little. She was that little that I caught her in midair and just set her on the couch.
I'm just imagining like Dirty Dancing where you just like pick her up, lift her up over your head.
I do a twirl.
Yeah, you just put her down. Look, there is a time of like small mom fear. Like when my mom she was way small. You know, she's not a small woman. She's like 5'7", 5'6".
Yeah, no,
she's not a small woman.
Not at all.
But compared to my brother and I, she
exactly.
was and it was one of those things where we used to call her the Incredible Hulk. Because I remember one time, I was standing there. My brother was older than me, so he would talk shit and get hit, and then I would just be like laying back, like, okay, I know not to say those are hot button words. I'm gonna stay away. And she grabbed my brother one time and like rah, and he just like tripped or something, and he went flying into the closet. And then everybody was just like, oh shit. My brother wasn't hurt or anything. It was just that moment of like, is my mom the fucking Hulk? Like, what the hell happened? Where did that come from?
Mom strength.
Yeah, it's
my mom never never hit me.
No.
And I got hit as a kid, but never by my mom.
Yeah.
That time when I picked her up was the only time she ever was like gonna do anything physical to me.
I imagine her first plan failed. She's like, well, I can't do that again. Yeah, well, that's off the table.
I put everything into that.
That lunge was all I had. I tried to shoot the knees. I couldn't get them. Devin, is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
If you like to be berated by political opinions, you should follow me on Twitter at Not As I Would. My Instagram is terrible. I need a better Instagram.
Not As I Would, WOULD.
Yeah, it's a quote.
Oh, okay. Not As I Would. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Devin Harris. Oh, the music's not playing. Thank you, Phil. Thank you. Devin, you're going to slide on over. Ladies and gentlemen, closing out the show, the one, the only Toby Nelson.
Make a boy know you're not blow. It's I kill him with you know. No boy ain't got no CD.
You know that family tune.
Welcome back, guys. Hi.
Hey, Toby, how are you?
I'm all right. How
This
are
turned
you?
out so much better than I thought it was going to.
I know.
Yeah, this
we
is
just
great.
have to wait until later.
Yeah. What do you prefer, Thanksgiving or Christmas? Oh, wait, you're also Jewish.
Yeah. We did Christmas also as a kid because my dad has like no religion. So.
Oh, so I like
Damn.
people get on me about being an atheist and they're like, why I love Christmas so much. Christmas is my favorite. I
don't care for
Not only
it.
that, like, hey man, I love a good Christmas carol. I like when the lights are on the tree. I like all that shit.
Didn't they just release a study that said that listening to Christmas music makes you insane or something? Yeah.
I believe it.
Makes
I
you
fucking
depressed.
hate it.
It does the opposite of its intended effect, which is working on me.
Except for all I want for Christmas is you.
That's
I love it. I love it. I can't.
It's a time period. You got don't stop doing this shit on November 1st.
Yeah, I agree.
I do think they pop out the Christmas shit early, but also Thanksgiving doesn't get the credit it deserves.
There's no songs.
There's no Thanksgiving songs.
There's no songs. There's barely any movies.
Technically, Jingle Bells is a Thanksgiving song, but nobody fucking knows it is. Jingle Bells ain't about
Jingle
Christmas,
bells,
motherfuckers.
Batman
It's about
smells, Robin laid an egg. I don't get the relation.
yeah, that version.
I think you got the lyrics wrong.
No, I didn't.
There's Jingle Bells, which nobody knows about, and then Adam Sandler's The Thanksgiving Song. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's the only two.
One time we were listening to the radio in the car and Christmas Carol came on and my mom goes, Christmas shit, and changed the station. And my sister and I thought it was really funny because we were like 7 and 9.
Do you do Hanukkah too?
Not really these days, but when we were a kid, we did, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you got double
Hanukkah's not really a big deal. The only reason it's like a thing here is like to give
Inclusion.
Jewish kids something to do on Christmas.
Don't give presents on Hanukkah in Israel.
Yeah, it's not really.
It's kind of like a downer story, isn't it? Like
It's the only war we won.
The stories. I mean, like, yes, it's a downer, but like it ends happily, I guess.
right? Yes.
Yeah.
It's the only one y'all won. I got like the Browns of races.
Yeah.
No, we're technically white.
Yeah. Do you have a food of yours that is your favorite?
I fucking love turkey. You guys are insane.
Turkey, another turkey defender. Another turkey defender.
Like a Thanksgiving
Let
dinner
Devin hang it to
is
his-
one of my favorite things.
He
like
wants a 5 so bad.
sweet potatoes and fucking gravy and stuffing with turkey and like cranberry sauce and all that shit. It's amazing.
There's
But
someone booing this.
get
Boo
this,
cranberry
I was
sauce.
born on Thanksgiving, so
You
I
were
don't
born
like
on
it because it
Thanksgiving?
takes away. Because as a kid, it took away my thunder.
Oh, so you had
Wait.
So you had to combine your birthdays. Did they sometimes land on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, so Thanksgiving is the same, like
Fourth Thursday,
the
yes.
Thursday,
Right.
the fourth Thursday or it's fourth, right?
The last Thursday.
Third? whatever Thursday of the month.
fourth.
So my birthday is sometimes on Thanksgiving. It's happened,
But
like
did it
4
get,
times.
Did it get pushed around because like my birthday is on July 1st, and then we would always do like a 4th of July barbecue, and then there's a cake for Mike. Like
Yeah, well, we like I would always as a kid trying to plan like my birthday party and stuff like that, and still now always
around
sucks because everyone's doing whatever for
going home for things.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's. I have a theory that like if you have your where your birthday is in the school year has more importance than your zodiac sign.
Oh, that's very true.
I would frequently get off school unless it's a Monday or a Tuesday. I would almost always not have school on my birthday.
Yeah,
so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, so for me, like my birthday's in the summer, so all my birthdays are family stuff. Like when your birthday's in like early in the school year, you invite everybody, and every kid's got to bring you present, and then you just happen to be a Scorpio who's an asshole or some shit like that. Like I think
I'm
it ties
not a
together.
Scorpio, it's a Sagittarius.
No, but I'm talking about like in the early school year, or whatever. At least your time is a little different. And then at the end of the school year, you're more selective about who you invite because you know who's an asshole or not.
You've learned these people by now.
Yeah, and then in the summer, your birthday's all your family throws up, or you travel or something like that. You're one of those kids.
So when I was born, I've been talking about this recently. The doctor wanted to induce labor because I was born at like 12:13 at night or in the morning rather on Thanksgiving. So he wanted to be able to get me out and go home and then have Thanksgiving with his family.
Let's get this kid out of you. I got turkey to eat.
And my mom didn't want to be induced, but he did it anyway.
Oh shit!
And so he
Damn.
He went in with the forceps and like dragged me out.
Whoa!
Here I am.
Where it's like, this is taking too long, and he just pushes down on your mouth. Like, get out of here.
Damn.
It's kind of what happened.
Wow. Get out of the view.
I am the baby at the club.
Yeah. The baby at the club, the lights
will
turn
not
on.
leave.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite Christmas was the one where I saw Django Unchained with my boyfriend at the time. We were the only white people in the theater, and
Christmas Day is movie time.
and it was good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Well, so Latinos do Nochebuena, which is Christmas Eve. So that's the big family dinner, and then Christmas Day we're just at the movies with all the Jews. Like we're just hanging out. Like
with all the Jews.
It's true, right?
It's a thing.
I'm not wrong.
Jews go to the movies on Christmas.
Yeah.
No, I know that.
On what?
Black Friday.
Black Friday.
What?
Why?
Oh, guys. One thing we haven't talked at all this time. Black Friday's coming up. How's everybody ready for Black Friday?
I don't have enough money to care about what's happening.
I might
on
try to
Black
get a
Friday.
TV.
Toby, what is your favorite TV or movie family?
Okay, I have to shout out the fucking Reynolds. Who else watched the season finale of Always Sunny yesterday?
Oh, no, I didn't see it.
You
I don't.
The Always Sunny,
I
it's a
should watch
great
that show, but I don't.
I wish you could see my face right now.
Yeah, they're very, very disappointed.
Because I need to talk about it.
No, don't talk about
it's so
it.
long.
I need to talk about it. Oh my God, you
No
guys.
What
spoilers.
season are they on now?
This is
the 13th.
13.
Sunny the 13th.
How do you watch 13 seasons of a comedy in order?
I have.
Well, it
Always
is
Sunny
long.
is like my show that I watch to go to bed kind of
I'm
thing.
caught up on it. Yeah,
That
I
is
just haven't watched the
Futurama.
I
season.
respect it. I don't have the resolve to do shit
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
I'm bad at watching TV.
It's
I'm bad
honestly,
at it. It's like, how do I do this?
I'm just warning you guys. You might cry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now I gotta watch
Not
it.
necessarily in
No
a sad
spoilers,
way.
but I gotta watch it. Yeah. What?
It's-
So the
oh my God.
Reynolds.
Yeah, the
from
Reynolds,
All of a Sudden
and
in
I
Philadelphia.
just started watching King of the Hill all the way through.
Yes.
I mean, I'd seen it.
King of
I'd
the
seen
Hill.
it before and stuff. Just like catching an episode here and there. But they just put it on Hulu, and so I just started watching it all the way through.
Oh, that's gonna
and
eat up all my
I tell
life
you
now.
what, I love it.
That's a great
Thanks,
TV.
Bobby.
That's a great TV family.
The family is so goddamn wholesome. Like they're like I'll always remember this whole stupid webcomic I saw of it's Chris Griffin and Bart Simpson in relationship therapy talking about their horrible fathers, and Bobby Hill is the therapist.
That's
and
great.
like
That's fucking great.
because it sounds great, you
Yeah,
know.
Hank Hill is the best
He's
white
like-
man ever.
I'm
Yeah.
very attached
He's better.
to any
Hank
good
Hill is better than real white man.
He might be. He's extremely, he loves his son, he loves his niece, and he loves his wife, and he
loves
down
his
for,
dog. His dog,
Okay.
Ladybird.
He's down for, he doesn't understand some things at first, but he gets it,
He
like
learns.
eventually. He learns.
He's literally like the whitest man, but also like a role model for whitest
Oh,
men.
If
And-
every white dude I knew could be like him, that would be
Right? Yeah.
And the thing
world
is,
wouldn't
the
be this
show
way.
is like secretly woke because if you
Yeah.
just watch like a preview or something for it, you're like, oh, like these rednecks, blah blah blah. But it's like it's kind of like Always Sunny in that the whole thing's been a long con to get like Max gay, and it's the whole thing's been a long con to get these like bros to love this bro character and then be like, oh, he's gay, but he's still the same person that he was this whole time. You know
who does the voice of Bill? Is that guy Stephen Root. Stephen Root is one of the best.
Bill? Which one's Bill?
Bill
The
Dotree.
sad one?
The sad one, yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen Root, he's
Yeah,
Milton from
I know.
Office
I
Space.
definitely know who Stephen Root is.
And he's
Do you see
Jimmy-
Barry?
I don't.
He's Jimmy James from News Radio.
Oh,
Barry, I gotta see Barry.
I'll never
too.
forget
News
when he
Radio?
was on True Blood. And he was paying Lafayette for his company, and he was yes, exactly. And he says to Lafayette, I here's some red wine because I remember you said you go for Merlot. And Lafayette's like, I said I work at Merlot's.
Oh man, that's a great. What?
He was. Oh God, I want your eyes, man.
Wait, was he the dad?
No, he's the I want your eyes, man. The former photographer, artist, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's Bill Dotree.
He's the scariest character in the movie because
Yeah.
he's the one where you are
Damn.
like, oh, he's nice, and then you're like, oh, yeah.
There's that show. King of the Hill is fucking great.
It's
I
amazing.
love Dale with the pocket sand and all that shit.
he's the one
I
that you
love
can't
it.
understand anything he says, right?
No, Dale
That's Bill.
is the one with the hat that he's bald and he's married and his son is clearly a Native
conspiracy
American.
theorist. The conspiracy
His
theorist.
Chief,
wife is
what's his
having
name?
the affair.
John Redcorn.
John Redcorn, yes. Toby, thank you so much for being here. Is there anything? Well, I do want to say we've missed a couple families. Did we miss what families did we miss? I'm gonna say
The Belchers.
the Belchers, the
Belchers are
Griswolds,
great.
Bob's Burgers. The Belchers are the other
The
most wholesome
Simpsons,
family, I would
Adams.
say.
Adamses.
the Adams family. We missed the McFlys.
Oh,
From
the
Back to the
McFlys.
Future,
They're
the
weird.
McFlys.
You know,
That's a bad family.
weren't we talking about how we weren't into the incest thing?
/cones.
What? The McFly family is a classic movie.
Speaking of, what about Gibbs and his daughter from NCIS?
No, I don't
know.
think that we know that one.
Who
Toby,
knows that one?
anything you'd like to promote before you go?
Yes, I want to promote. Obviously, started from Degrassi, now we here. Stop it. With Adam Suzanne. Also, my group Gunblind Gossip. We got a whole bunch of new shit in there. It's pretty wild. Dave Grohl stuff and
How deep?
Oh no! Stop ruining things.
and then no, don't worry, he's not a diddler or anything. Yeah, Dave Grohl's he's a very nice guy. It's not about that.
He cheated on his wife or something.
Cheats on his wife. That's all.
Can I get in that group just to read shit? I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
of course you can.
I'm not gonna contribute.
that's the only reason I'm in there.
That's
but
most
I
of
would,
the
I would
people in
love
there.
to read celebrity gossip.
But I also want to shout out my Enti, who does Crazy Days and Nights. He has a new podcast that is fucking wild. He's on the 4th part of his Britney Spears deep dive, and her birthday is coming up.
I'm fascinated with who this man is. I got to do some more research on this
because your
podcast.
voice sounds so much like him.
What if
you
it's
think-
me? Oh no!
Hey everybody, welcome back. That's his thing.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Oh, yeah.
It was me the whole time. Toby, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Toby Nelson. Guys, we pledge allegiance to Jamaica. It's the end of the show. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Every Thursday at the Creek in the Cave in Long Island City, Queens at 8 p.m. You can come and be a part of Unsung Heroes. Listen, if you're subscribed to this, you're subscribed to Zeros on Heroes. And you can check out the latest episode, which is Prospect, an awesome movie that everyone should go see. And follow us at Zeros on Heroes on social media. And I'm at Mike Mercadal. Thank you all for being here. Remember to go out and be heroic.